Hello, everybody. It's Kenzie, and welcome back. We haven't done Harry Mack in a while. um, we're gonna be doing March On. This is one of his actual songs versus a freestyle. So I like to switch it up, and I have, yeah. So we're gonna do that.
Yeah, yeah. I said, first day of the new month, we gon' march on. Cooking up these hard songs, keep the bars strong. I'm continuously searching for the next level. Against the grain with spitting flames, the text rebel. Something different from the pre-established norm. When sun is spitting, you see he a savage born to destroy y'all negativity and closed-mindedness. The dope Brownsmith chose to compose timeless shit. So filling through the centuries, the realest will eventually prevail. Set sail to kill shit with intensity and span through the immensity of human emotion, all-consuming devotion. The speakers booming, exposing the truthful notions, questions he's posing to push us forward. When he can't finish the verse, he's feeling tortured. Explore words, the vocabulary, and facts that carry through capillaries. Let the flow pour like a carafe of sherry. As for Harry, until he's dead up in his casket buried, he'll keep on spanning the gambit, proving his raps are varied. I can't stick with one singular mode. The metaphorical oracle, I'm singing in code. Is it English? Who knows? Force choke, cling to your throat. You gon' need a new mic, cause yo, that thing'll explode when I start spitting the molten flame out my open brain. I control the game with no golden chain, still they know the name. I bleed like an open vein for this music with the passion, so don't confuse it with them has-beens who lack skill but still bougie with the fashion. Y'all get discarded like baggies and dookie in the trash bin. I get hyped like movies full of action. I'm Tom Cruise, swiftly moving beyond cruise while making strong moves. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to eat losers for breakfast, make the music infectious. I'm on it, I'm pushing through, no slacking, I can't allow that. You seen Mack nowadays, that man's a proud cat. I got a lot to be proud of, I'm working hard, more certain of my sound while dispersing bars. I used to be so unsure, so unpure, doing shit to make people like me deep down underneath the facade. My true vision was steady calling out.
Man, say, oh, this is a short song. But same though. What was it?
Dispersing bars. I used to be so unsure, so unpure, doing shit to make people like me deep down underneath.
Yeah, trying to make other people, like you, pretending to be someone that you're not, putting on a facade. Um, for sure. I did that like my whole life until until I got to like 21 years old, and then I just kind of just like got tired of taking people's shit. Um, so then I just became a bitch. I used to really hold my tongue, and walk away in the other direction. But now it's like I just won't tolerate it. Like, you will not speak about me in such a manner, and you will not speak about my friends in such a manner, and you definitely won't speak about the children in such a manner. Like, oh, I had this time. I don't know if I've shared the story, but I feel like it just goes with this, back in the day. I think this is really when it really started manifesting, though, was back when I was like 18, 19. But it would take a lot for me to get there. And I would just stay silent, and I would just roll my eyes and just keep on keeping on, because that's just what I was taught, that I shouldn't have a voice. Um, and that's what happens when you're a kid with parents. Your voice is shoved down to and make you believe that it doesn't matter what you say. Things are just gonna happen. Uh, and it's just not a healthy way of thinking. So I really try to advocate for the kids these days to share their emotions and share their opinions. Always tell them it matters. Um, but I forgot where I was getting to. Oh yeah. So when I was like 18, 19, I was working at this taco place, and very docile. Then I had this friend, and that friend so we had my friend, and then there was this manager, and he was this really old guy. He's dead now. But he was an extreme sexual harasser, and extremely awful. He was an extremely awful person. I did not cherish that man in any way, shape, or form. I even had to file a freaking harassment case against him. But anyway, so one night he's talking real bad about my friend, and I mind you that my friend, uh, this man was dating her mother, you know, for several years. So she was basically like his stepdaughter, okay? And he was calling her basically a whore and whatnot and trash. And I just got so upset that I blew up. I didn't care that there were customers in the store. I started cursing them out. I was like, "You want to speak that way about someone like that? That girl is 17 years old. She's about to be 18 years old. Like, you need to stop." Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I was real mad, and everyone just looked at me with such shocking faces, like, I've never seen her act this way. Oh my god. Yeah, I was a very docile person, but yeah, at some point you just kind of you just get really tired. You get tired of putting on a face and putting on this facade. And then it comes to relationships, and it feels like you're not allowed to say anything, and you're not allowed to talk about your day. Like, I have a friend who's currently thinking about divorcing their husband because she'll come home after, like, they've been together since they were teenagers. Their oldest kid is just turned 12 years old. I mean, they've been together for like over 15, 20 years. So, but it's always been the same. I don't understand. But she'll come home from a day of work and want to talk about her day, like, this happened at work and I talked to so and so and blah 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 blah. And she just wants my friend is like me. I have friends that we like to talk. We want to talk. We want to talk about our days. As you can see, I really love to talk and share things. Um, so and then he'll just be sitting there like, what makes you think I care? I don't care. Why are you telling me this? Maybe because you're supposed to be her best friend and she just wants to have a conversation about her damn day. Like, is it that hard to just listen to your wife about her day? You come home and talk about your day. Is she supposed to sit there and go like, why are you telling me about this and that? I don't care. I don't care about your convention, blah blah blah. It's just, yes. Yeah, so at some point you got to start putting on and then you put on a smile and you're like, yes, sweetie. Okay, sweetie. But at some point you get really tired of that. I like that line. That was a good line. Sorry, guys.
Hard, more certain of my sound while dispersing bars. I used to be so unsure, so unpure, doing shit to make people like me deep down underneath the facade. My true vision was steady calling out, like, damn, Mack, don't you forget what you's all about. The opposite of the story usually told, where an artist starts out the most bold.
Man, like, yeah, you forget yourself. Like, people in relationships, sometimes they forget themselves. They start changing themselves to be like their person. One person likes K-pop, one person likes heavy metal, okay, but you'll have the person that likes K-pop start to not listen to it because their other person doesn't like it and doesn't want to listen to it, but you don't like metal. Okay, but then you end up changing yourself and forcing yourself to like metal because your person likes metal and you just want them to like you and blah 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 blah. Have your own personality. Be bold. You know, if you like something, you like something, and you shouldn't have to like change what you like and what you don't like for someone. If you don't like onions, you don't like onions. Don't sit there and pretend you like them in your food so that you don't have to look picky or blah 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 because your other person likes them and whatnot. No, if they don't like you for who you are and what you like, then you don't need them in your life. It's just simple as that. My friend and I that I was talking about, we have nothing in common. The only thing we have in common is that we like to talk. But we don't really watch any of the same shows. We've seen a few things, but it's few and far in between. We don't listen to the same music. She is a person where she is stuck before the 2000s. If the song has come out after 2000, she has no idea what it is. She doesn't want to know what it is. She doesn't want to listen to it. She does not care. She only cares about the 1900s, like the 80s and the 90s. If it's anything after that, it's a no-go. Like it's terrible to her. Oh my gosh. And so it's so frustrating because I love music and I love new music and I feel like we're always evolving in music and she's missing out on so many gems. But I have to respect that. So and I don't sit there and try to change her. I'm gonna be respectful towards that. Okay, well then I guess you just don't have, that's fine. I won't show you the music that I just discovered that was so good. You can be stuck in the past, is what it is. But I'm still gonna listen to her about her day and things like that. Like, man, yeah, you don't have to put on us. We don't have to change ourselves. Like, we don't. You don't have to. I don't. She doesn't need to pretend that she knows who certain people are. Pretend that she likes certain things with me. There's no need for that. You like what you like, and I like what I like, and that's totally okay. It just gives us more to talk about. I mean, differences give you more to talk about to an extent. Relationship wise, that would be it would be really difficult to be with someone that really didn't want to listen to newer music. I'd be really upset. I'd be like, listen here. But anyways, yeah, be bold, be confident, be who you are. If they don't like who you are, then that seems like a them problem, not a you problem.
Then gets tempted by the industry. Eventually the spirit is sold. But see, when I came in the game, I started taming my soul to appeal to the masses. And now I must return to that kid in the attic, smelling the nag chopper burn. The vinyl crackle, aggressive delivery, your message. They don't have to agree or fuck with it, but they'll respect it. That's a fact, man. Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a motherfucking fact, man. Yeah.
That was a fact, though. Let me go back to that last line because that was a good line too.
Yeah, that's a vinyl crackle, aggressive delivery, your message. They don't have to agree or fuck with it, but they'll
They don't have to agree or fuck with it, but they'll respect it. It's the same thing when it comes to religion and everything else in between, man. I might not agree with your cultures and your religion, but that doesn't mean that I can't respect it. I will always respect, your opinions, your beliefs, because you are your own person and you are allowed to believe in whatever you want to believe in. It's not my life, it doesn't harm me, and it's not up to me. So why should I sit there and hate on that? I don't care. It's the same when it comes to, issues with the gays, trans, and everything in between. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not affecting you. So even if you don't agree with it, you should still respect it. One of the things that I really don't agree with is like furries. But I'm not gonna go around and hate on them and blah blah. I'm still gonna respect them because they deserve that level of respect. I might find it a little weird and not agree with it, but I should still be respectful because they're their own person and I'm my own person. So, and we're allowed to be whoever we want to be. That's how I feel on that subject. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.